Hey Core Life, it's Lauren Melton here, registered dietitian at Core Life in Odington. Welcome to another episode of Eating Well with Core Life. You may notice we're in my kitchen again, which means I'm going to show you some good stuff. Today we're going to talk about how to build a proper smoothie. So before we get started, I want to remind you that even though our clinics are temporarily closed, you can still meet with your care team through a telehealth visit and track your progress using Core Life's app and remote patient monitoring program. So if you're interested in scheduling a telehealth visit, give your local office a call or send an email and our team will get you scheduled. Alright, so like I said, we're talking about smoothies today. Now smoothies can be a great meal replacement, but when built the right way. We see many patients who often have smoothies for breakfast or other meal, but are often missing key components that can make them a healthy substitute for any of your meals. So today I really wanted to walk you through the main components you should have for your smoothies. So the first thing that you need to make sure that you have, very, very important, is to pick your base of a protein. So if you're using your smoothie to sub out a meal, like we talked about, you must have a protein. This is very important. So some different things you can use here. I have a whole bunch of stuff. Protein powder is an easy one. This is Core Life protein powder. You can get this at any of your clinics usually. So really any protein powder, you want to watch out for the added sugars there, but you want to make sure that 1 to 2 scoops, this is going to be about 15 to 30 grams. So let's see, 2 scoops of ours is 15 grams. So this would be a good thing to use in your smoothie if you wanted to use this as your protein base. Something else you could do, Greek yogurt. I accidentally bought whole milk Greek yogurt. I usually buy like low fat or fat free Greek yogurt, but this is really high in protein. This is a great substitute for a protein here, or you can use it as your substitute. You can always use something like milk. We keep soy milk here. Soy milk, regular milk is great. The almond milks and nut milks don't really have much protein, so you probably don't want to use those as your protein base, but we'll talk about those in a minute. But let's see, so a cup of soy milk has about 7 grams of protein, so it gives you a little bit. So this could be something you could use. Or another one that a lot of people don't think about is using cottage cheese. So you can get a low-fat cottage cheese. About half a cup of this is 12 grams of protein, so if you had a whole cup in there, it would be about 24 grams of protein, which is pretty great. So I know a lot of people don't like cottage cheese, but when you blend it up in the blender, it kind of gets rid of all those curds and stuff, so it makes it a good protein source. So this could be something you could use as well. So you want to aim to have it about 15 to 30 grams present in each meal. Something else you can use, a protein shake that's already prepared. I know we talk a lot about like Premier protein shakes and things like that. I don't have any of those here today. But you want to aim to have about 15 to 30 grams present in each smoothie. About 1 to 2 scoops of protein powder, about half a cup of yogurt or cottage cheese, like we talked about. Now, if you're using plain protein powder or, a yogurt that's a little bit thicker as a protein base, you may need to add some liquid. So like I said earlier, you could use your milk. You can use, this is where the unsweetened like almond milk, cashew milk, oat milk, things like that would come in handy. You don't really get much nutrition from that, but it's really low calorie. So if you don't want to use water, you can use water, but if you don't want to, that would be where an almond milk or something like that would come into play to give you the desired texture without adding too many calories. Or you could always just skip the liquid and have more of a smoothie bowl. You want to try to avoid fruit juices when possible, just because you're adding up those extra added sugar calories, right? So we want to try and avoid that. Okay, so the next thing you want to have is some sort of fruit. Obviously, smoothies are a great way to get in a few servings of your daily fruit and help you reach those fiber goals. Something I like to do is opt for frozen fruit, so it can keep your smoothie thick and cold. And a nice little trick is that you don't have to use ice if you use frozen fruit. You can use any fruit you like. I have blueberries here. You can use blueberries. You can buy, mango. You can buy frozen fruit that's made specifically for smoothies, so it's a nice little combo. You don't have to use frozen fruit, or you can use a combination like frozen strawberries and a fresh banana. That gives that a nice flavor combo. Whatever you want really here. This is a time to get creative. So aim for about 1 cup of fruit per smoothie. Something else that may sound weird, but bear with me, is that you want to have some vegetables. There are some vegetables that are completely tasteless when mixed with some proteins and fruits. The one that I really go for is spinach. So you can, have frozen spinach here, or, even fresh works. I would say about a nice big handful of fresh spinach or sprinkling in some of this. You're getting a lot of great vitamins, minerals, and even more fiber. And you can't taste it. So it just turns it green. There's no taste there. Don't skip this step if you can help it, because most of us could use a little bit more veggies in our life. And if you're not a big fan of vegetables, this could be a great way to sneak in some vegetables without tasting it. Other common ones that people really like are kale, carrots, beets, etc. Like whatever you want to add in there, go for it. And then the extras. Here's where smoothies can get really fun. Kind of just nothing really necessary, but it's kind of where you can get creative. So some of my favorites to add, vanilla extract, because I just love vanilla, and who doesn't? Another fun one is peanut butter powder. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but it is pretty much peanut butter, but they suck all the fat out of it. So you can kind of see here, it's just like, you know, um, powder essentially. So it's, about 4 grams of protein per 2 tablespoons. So this can be a little bit of a good protein punch, but it gives you that nice peanut butter flavor without adding all those calories that you get from peanut butter. So if you have like a chocolate protein powder and with banana and you add some of this to it, it'd be a nice little like peanut butter and banana with a little bit of chocolate in it. Good option there. Another popular ones are things like chia seeds and flax seeds. We kind of talked about these. Little bit of protein here, some good fat, some really good anti-inflammatories here if you're looking for that kind of thing. But these are some good options just to kind of give you a little bit of fluff. Other spices you could do like cinnamon, things like that. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Like I said, using the peanut butter powder instead of peanut butter, because, adding in that peanut butter, the calories can get out of control quickly, and we're really trying to watch our calories here, is something to pay attention to when you're aiming for weight loss. Additionally, you probably don't need any added sweeteners. I would recommend tasting your smoothie before you add any like agave syrups or any sort of sweetener to avoid those added sugars and unwanted calories, okay? So, like I said, you can kind of play around with the flavor profiles. For instance, if you did, frozen cherries with chocolate protein powder, you got chocolate covered cherries. You could do the frozen pineapple and mango combo with vanilla protein powder, add some coconut, kind of got a pina colada kind of taste here. Different things. I mean, like I said, the possibilities are endless when mixing up your favorite smoothie. However, sometimes smoothies have the ability to get very high in calories if you're not mindful of your portion sizes and ingredients. So be sure to log your ingredients so that you can keep account of how much you're having, so you can continue on your path to weight loss, because like we've said before, too much of a good thing can turn not good quickly. Let us know what your favorite smoothie combinations are. We love to share with everyone. Thanks for joining me again today. I hope you learned something valuable. Be sure to subscribe to our Core Life YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out those videos with Nick and Corey. Please let us know any questions, comments, or any topics you'd like us to cover. Core Life, I hope you're still doing well. Be safe. We love you. We miss you. And we'll see you next time.